In today's video, how to get the perfect body.
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com. Today's video topic, how to get the perfect body, interestingly comes from my Instagram direct message. So if you're interested in having me answer one of your questions, follow my Instagram here, send me a direct message, I'll screenshot it, save it, shoot a video, edit it, upload it, get it to you guys, and hopefully add some value to your journey, your fitness journey, because that's really what I'm trying to do here. I have what I consider to be my dream job, which is I get to coach some amazing competitors and athletes and just people that have fitness goals. What's happened over the last couple of years is I've kind of maxed out. You know, I can't really work with everyone I want to work with. So what do? I like to answer your questions and hopefully add value that way. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about today's question. Comes from a 16-year-old female. And she basically says she wants to know how to get really fit. She wants to know what the rules are, what the process of getting really fit is. And so I've actually done quite a few of those videos. I've talked about how to track your macros, what a flexible diet is about, how to use cardio, how to use resistance training. So I'm gonna take this question and I'm gonna flip it because she uses a phrase in here that makes me nervous. She says, I want the perfect body. And for a 16-year-old girl, it makes me nervous because I think we can get into a place where we're placing too much value on our outer physical appearance. We're not appreciating our bodies for what they are, and we get caught up in comparing ourselves to fitness models, professional athletes, which is not bad, don't get me wrong, but if you place too much emphasis on that, you can actually kind of not really appreciate all the amazing things your body is capable of doing. I mean, look at this. It's a meat carcass walking around and we're capable of doing amazing things, okay? So just because you might not look like the most amazing body on the planet doesn't mean you don't have amazing value. So I want to talk a little bit about my own journey for the perfect body and how I perceived myself as reaching that goal, because early on, for those that aren't familiar, there's a guy named Arnold Schwarzenegger, and when I was growing up, he was the quintessential perfect man's physique, and he had these massive pecs and biceps just bulging. Arnold Schwarzenegger wearing a t-shirt was just one of the most like masculine things you could see. And if you've ever seen the movie Twins, there's a scene where he's in a gas station and he takes his shirt off and he's putting on a t-shirt, and Danny DeVito's like, oh my God, look at you. That to me was the perfect body. So that was my first introduction into having that first perfect body. And for a 16-year-old girl, I don't really know who your influences are. Honestly, I didn't want to dig too deep into your Instagram because you are 16, but the point is, whatever that influence is, you're never going to look exactly like them. And if you understand that, great. I really didn't understand that early on. What I did was I thought, okay, I see what Arnold does. I see he lifts a lot of weights. I see he eats, you know, a good diet. The first book I ever read on bodybuilding was the Arnold Schwarzenegger Modern Bodybuilding Encyclopedia. Me and my best friend would go through that book and do all the exercises. And I saw the weights that he was lifting, and I thought, hey, if I can ever lift as much weight as Arnold, I will look just like him. I was chasing that. And after a few years, you know, I became very, very disappointed in the way that I was looking. I looked nothing like Arnold despite years of effort in the gym. And it was only after spending years and years chasing this physique that you begin to realize that the things that determine how we look, our physical traits, are predetermined before we ever lift a weight. And you're not going to change the physical appearance of your body through diet and nutrition and training that much, okay? Our bodies are built based on the genetics. If you want to look a certain way, you really got to pick your parents, which we don't get to do, okay? So things that really, really impact us are going to be muscle insertions, okay? Muscle density. These are genetic predetermined things that even if you have the perfect diet and the perfect training system, okay, you can't make your muscles move around your body. You know, like having a muscle insertion, pectorals that are really low and wide, you know, having bicep insertions that are really long. These are the kind of things that make muscles look bigger on some people. Also, muscle density can be different, and that's something that, though training will change the size of the muscle, it's not going to change where it inserts, and it's not going to change the genetic predisposition for muscle density, okay? So what does that mean? How do we get the perfect body? And I'll tell you how I got the perfect body for me. That was understanding that I can look the best I could possibly look for me, okay? And that doesn't mean that I gave up trying to look like Arnold. No, what I did was I got excited about looking like me. I got excited. Instead of picking my negatives, the things that I thought weren't as good, I started looking at myself and saying, well, I've actually got some decent traits. I actually have some full round muscles. I actually have like a small waist and wide shoulders, you know. And so instead of looking at the negatives or the things that I felt were not perfect about me, I looked at the things that accentuate my physique. And, you know, into my mid to late 30s, early 40s now, I've really come to accept that this is the physique I have. And the exciting part is, now that I'm excited about this physique, is I'm just improving myself and I'm comparing myself to me. And that's something you'll hear a lot of people say is, don't compare yourself to others. And listen, I'm not going to be one of those assholes that does that, because I'll be honest, I did that for a greater part of my life. Now, it never hindered my drive to go to the gym. It probably just hindered my progress. I never really felt comfortable with my shirt off, despite the fact that I was, 10% body fat and, had a little bit of muscle on me. I just never felt super confident about the way I looked. And the big concern I have as you being a female is that you're going to get into this rat race of what size dress you wear, what weight you are, and not really appreciate all the fantastic things that you are capable of. I love physique competition, as long as we understand that it's a temporary state. We get in there, we look really good, we take some pictures, then we come out, because the most important thing that our body provides us is a happy life, okay? Yes, being fit can make your life better, I agree, as long as you're not obsessed with being perfect, okay? No one is going to be perfect. Your idea of the perfect body is likely unattainable unless you change the perception of looking at yourself right now in the mirror and going, okay, this is awesome. What I have here is awesome, but how can I make it a little bit better? If you do that, and in a couple of years, you got a little more muscle, you're a little bit leaner, you feel a little better. Now you are the perfect physique for you. You've taken your physique to the next level. That's really what this journey is about. For me, it wasn't just about putting on muscle or lifting weights. It was about the mental journey of building confidence, of learning to be very happy with myself. And once I did that, this whole thing became different. The competition stage no longer became for me a validation. It's more just fun. I go and I compete. I don't care what they say. Yes, I want to look good and I want to be compared to the best and I want to, fit in. But first or last, I get to go home looking like this. I get to go home knowing that I put in this effort. And if you put too much emphasis on what 7 strangers think of you on a bodybuilding stage compared to other people, well, it can set you back, okay? And that's what I don't want for you. So thank you for the question about how to get the perfect body. Yes, you need to track your diet. Yes, you need to train hard. That's what I do for a living. I help people get the best physical shape they can possibly be in. But I never would ever expect to call someone the perfect body. I don't care who you are. It's not perfect, okay? Even Arnold would be picking himself apart the way he looked. I still pick myself apart, but it's because I've come to appreciate me as I am and just want to work on making that better. Hopefully this helped you out. I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All by myself.